guys, happy Monday. I wanted to come and chat with you real fast before I went and did my workout. I've been thinking about, just just comparing different foods and seeing and knowing what's in them. Now, I am not a nutritionist. I am not certified in personal training, in nutrition, anything. I just learned a good bit along the way and figured out things that have helped me. So I wanted to share them with you. Okay. So something that I've been looking at, and I know when you are, and I have all my food sitting out over here, I know when you are, trying to get healthier or lose weight or whatever, you tend to look at calories and, you put in your little MyFitnessPal, like I ate this or this and that, and it tracks your calories. And I guess to some degree, calories are important. And I started off that way too when I had my son. He's 11 now, but when I had him, I said I was going to eat 500 calories less in a day, and then I was going to burn 500 calories. So between that was 1,000 calories in my mind. So, and it did work in the beginning, but as I got going, I learned that the types of food and what is in the food is even more important than how many calories are in the food. So I was going to give you a couple examples of things that I eat on a regular basis that if I chose something different could give me a totally different result. Okay? One of them being oatmeal. Now I eat like the quick steel cut oatmeal, and it's plain. Okay? So that's the kind I eat. So a lot of times my husband has these, and they've been sitting up in the cabinet for like years, and I need to throw them away, honestly. But he doesn't really like oatmeal or whatever. But my philosophy is this. Now I do like oatmeal, and my philosophy is this with a lot of different foods, is that maybe something isn't, when you first have it, your favorite thing, but over time, knowing that it's good for you and that it can help you kind of outweighs it not being your favorite thing. And then over time, you kind of figure out ways to tweak it to make it more of your favorite thing. Okay? So just that's kind of my thought process. He bought this maple and brown sugar oatmeal. It's the serving size is perfect. In this one little packet, it's 1/4 cup. Its serving size is perfect. But let's just look at it. It says sodium 260 milligrams and carbs 32 and sugars 12. Okay? I'm not even comparing the calories, which says it's 160, which is low. So if you look at that and you're like, oh, 160, that's cool. But if you look at the 260 in the sodium, compared to the sodium in this plain steel cut is 0. So again, not a nutritionist here, but I do know that sodium holds on to water weight, okay? So if you're having 260 milligrams of sodium in this little thing, and again, I should probably know this and I don't, and I guess we could look it up. Depending on what your weight is and height and all that good stuff, you would know how much sodium intake you should have per day. I do not know mine. I just try to keep it low. So anyway, when I compare 260 milligrams to 0, and I can have the same amount of thing, and I can just tweak this a little bit to make it maybe taste like maple and brown sugar, a little bit extra effort, but I'm saving that much that much sodium. So like, just see, this one says Real Medley's Blueberry Hazelnut Oatmeal. Makes it sound healthy, right? Sodium 240, carbohydrates 49 in this one, and the carbohydrates in the plain steel cut is 27. So it's half the carbohydrates. So a lot of times people are like looking at their carbohydrates and they're like, oh, I have to be low carb or no carb or whatever. That's not true. You just want to kind of keep the right carbohydrates for your body. So if you're adding double in 49 versus 27, almost double, then you could save some in places, but still be able to have carbohydrates. You don't have to cut it out. Okay. Another thing that, I just happen to have these things. There's all kinds of different examples we could use, but let's just use this one, chicken broth. For flavoring this and that. This one's chicken broth unsalted, and this one's just chicken broth, okay? Same thing, you look on the aisle, you go by, you grab one, $2, whatever, you just grab it, okay? But the difference is huge here in that the sodium in this one is 850 milligrams for 1 cup, and this one is 45 milligrams for 1 cup. So that is a huge difference in sodium. And carbohydrates are same, 1. Protein, this one has 2 grams, this one has 0. let's see, sugars are both 1. So, and the calories, there's less calories in this one. So if you were looking at the calories, you'd be like, oh, I'm gonna get this one because this one's 5 and this one's 15. But this one has 850 milligrams of sodium and this one has 45. So just, again, just kind of a tidbit of information. Okay, so peanut butter is another one that, and I don't think I have any bad representations of peanut butter right now. Sometimes I get my kids the Jiffy kind or whatever because my son likes the Jiffy kind, but I don't eat the Jiffy kind. This one, I like this one from Trader Joe's, and you can get these from different stores also, is no salt, and you can get almond butter or peanut butter or whatever, and it's crunchy. Usually those stir kinds. But the sodium in here is 0, and sugars are 1, proteins are 7, calories 190. I mean, there's calories, and so this one is a kind of a flavored one, peanut butter and coconut, and I bought it, but I don't really use it. Sodium's 95, so sodium 95, sodium 0. I like crunchy because then it kind of gives me something to crunch. So I can put it on whatever. I'm gonna put it on I've been making frozen banana ice cream, natural kind. So, and it's been really good with that. So again, that's just something to consider when you're comparing them. Let's see. Bars. A million different kinds of bars. And this one, I just had this one in there because my mom has been here, and she's one of those, I love her. The doctor tells her to eat different things to kind of keep her energy up, and she kind of has to keep all day eating. But so just comparing, she had this in there, and this one's not too bad. But again, it has buzzwords on it. 18 whole grain, 18 grams of whole grain. What? I don't really know. 4 hours of steady energy, 230 calories. Okay, so just reading here, calories we said 230, carbohydrates 36. Sodium 210. Looking for the sugars. Sugars are 13. Okay, so my husband gets this one. I don't know. I don't really like these things, but a lot of people like these complete cookies. Sugars are 12 in here. Sodium 230. Carbohydrates 33. Fat grams is only 7, so that doesn't seem like a whole lot. Sugars 12. Okay, and that's only for half the cookie. Okay, there's a whole cookie, so we have to double that. I mean, I didn't even realize that. That's a lot. So 460 milligrams of sodium in this crazy thing. And protein is 8 grams, so 16 total. Okay, so I just started getting, I don't usually eat a whole lot of bars, but they're cool to have around for quick on the go if you're traveling or this and that, kind of a quick thing that you can have. So Beachbody just came out with these beach bars. There's peanut butter, chocolate, chewy snack bar. And I bought some of them so I could taste them and compare them. Okay, let's compare. Protein grams in here is 10 protein grams. Calories 150. Sodium 85. So, now granted, this cookie is bigger, but 460 grams of sodium and 85 grams of sodium, okay? And I actually like this one better. But total fat 7 grams, and the sugar's low, 5 grams in the sugar, and it's soluble, so that it kind of releases timed in your body. So I don't know, just compare them. It's important to compare and know what you're getting. Just because it says healthy things on the outside of the box doesn't mean it's actually healthy for you. And the calories are not the end-all be-all thing. You have to have calories. You have to have, fats in your body. I believe you have to have carbohydrates. I mean, if you are not having carbohydrates, you're going to be a miserable person, in my opinion. Or at least I'm a miserable person, and so I just assume everyone will be miserable. But take some of those things into account. When this tracking system that I'm talking about with the containers, that's how it helped me learn all of these things and pay attention, because each container represents a different food group and has lists of foods that are allowed to be in there. And once you start putting these healthy, natural foods into your body, then you're going to be reaching for those less healthy things less often. And then you're going to feel better and then you're gonna have more results, and then you're gonna feel happier and more confident. So that's the point. All right, hope you guys have an awesome day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.